Hey guys, welcome back to the Move Project. It's episode 84. Today we're talking about the dreaded hamstrings. Okay, so the posterior chain, so that would be located right underneath the butt, right above the low leg. We're talking about how these three muscles tend to get very, very tight, bound up, and therefore tend to get weakened as well. So what we're going to do is a sequence for the hamstrings. We're going to be doing a soft tissue work, then a mobility drill, followed by a strength drill. So we're thinking when we commonly get tight somewhere, we commonly lose range of motion and strength. So we're going to start with soft tissue. I'm going to get down onto my handy dandy foam roller. When I'm rolling on my hamstrings, I want to put as much body weight on them as I possibly can without restricting my breath. Alright, so I'm going to be rolling down the center, the inside, and the outside as the hamstrings kind of run all those three cables down the back of the leg. Alright, I'll spend about a minute to 2 minutes on that one, and then I'll switch sides. Alright, trying to bear as much weight as I can. Focus on the one that feels tighter, more restricted, if you have an asymmetry right and left. Alright, so the sequence of mobility and strength, I'm using 2 bumpers and 2 kettlebells. You could easily use blocks, or if you do have even tighter hamstrings, you might want to stack a couple bumpers on top of each other for this drill. Alright, so what I'm going to do is use this bumper to isolate one leg. So if I have an asymmetry, this is a really great drill. We've done this in previous videos. So this is the leg that I'm actively trying to stretch. I'm going to reach up, squeeze my quad, exhale as I come down, and see how much I can reach for the floor, focusing on lengthening this right leg. Reach up, again, reach down. So I'm trying to create some length. I'll do the same thing on the left side. If I feel an asymmetry like I have right here, then I'll focus a little bit more on this left side and work until I can create some symmetry. Alright, so maybe I do 5 right, 10 left. With that, I'm going to stack my kettlebells on top of these bumpers. And the reason is, if I do have restricted hamstrings, I need to have a little bit of an elevation in order for me to get down there without flexing from my spine. So I want to make sure it's a true hip hinge, so I'm going to hitch my hips back, keep my abdominals braced. And what I'm going to do is focus on one side, sit back, sit down, and then the other. Alright, making sure that my knees don't start to rotate. So my hips aren't rotating, I'm keeping my knees straight ahead. Pick the other big one up, slow the way down, and then switch. And what that does is it forces me to brace and keep my spine straight when you load on one side, and it becomes difficult not to bend that way. So I'm forced to stay super braced, and I'm also making sure that I don't rotate from my hips, which is a common problem during that deadlift. Again, the bumpers are for someone that are restricted in their hamstrings, so if you have a little bit more length, you can take the bumpers away. If you're a little bit more restricted, stack them up a little bit more, because you're not wanting this to happen. Alright, we want to find that true hip hinge where I'm straight spine, and then I kick back from the hips, and then all that motion comes from the hips to lengthen that hamstring. So that is your sequence for the hamstrings. If this is something that helps you, message me and let me know. Good luck.